Welcome to BrokeN Bois. This is episode 48.
Yes, 48.
The bigger the numbers get, the harder it gets to remember.
At some point, we're just going to stop saying the episode number.
We're just like old people forgetting their age.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm Mike.
I'm Colin.
And here we are this week. I don't know. We got some music news. We got just some life back to in-person school for both of us.
Yeah.
And cold weather.
Yeah.
How have you been doing overall?
Been okay, getting used to being back in person again after a month and a half.
Mm.
Classes are going pretty well. I mean, my teachers are much better in person. I'm going to sound bipolar here after going from kind of fun, I kind of like him, to I fucking hate him, to he's fine.
It'll be a weekly update on your feelings on that professor.
Yeah, my sociology professor is like he was terrible online, but he when we were while we're in person, he's like much better.
Mm-hmm.
It's being in that class. It's more like a TED Talk than a class, because like we'll take notes for a little bit, and then he'll start answering questions. And people will keep asking questions, and then that lasts like half an hour. So
well, at least he's finally answering questions.
Yeah. It's mostly it's not really about the material. It's more just people asking him things. There was like a funny interaction yesterday. Like this, we were talking about how like the world is made for straight white men.
Yeah.
And some girl was like, and he was criticizing it. He was like, "Yeah, this place fucking sucks. We're all morons." And and some woman or some girl in my class was like,
"Some fucking woman." Yeah.
Some girl in my class was like, "All of this coming." She raised her hand. She's like, "I'm gonna sound like an asshole here, but all of this coming from a straight white man." And he's like, "How do you know?" I got a good laugh. So. But yeah, much better in person. My other classes are fine,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, nothing else too crazy this week. Just been doing my music thing, and
you're making music too.
Yeah. Crazy. Listening to music and new releases and stuff like that. Getting excited for some albums. But otherwise nothing too. Oh, I did start a new job. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I work at a gas station. I won't say which one it is.
Mm-hmm.
One of the million of them. And it's a pretty good job. I work from like 6 to 11, 6 to 12. Around those areas at night. And, it's going pretty well. It's the easiest job I've ever had.
Yeah.
Working at Portillo's and Jewel were like getting me ready to work on like
the battlefields.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
But like now it's just like beep beep. That'll be this amount. $10, thanks, and then that's it. Like it's the easiest fucking thing. The only thing I need to learn are like the cigarette brands and lottery stuff, but like, and apparently where we're at for school, I don't know if it's like this across the country and other places, but like you only have to be 19 to sell cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, me too.
You're 20 at the moment, and I was like, I was trying to think to myself, I'm like, do they sell booze at gas stations? Yeah. I'm like, I think they do. Yeah.
A lot of people come in and buy alcohol, and it's like but it was like, really? Like that was one of my first questions on the first day. I was like, am I allowed to sell this stuff? Like I'm only 20. And he's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. But yeah, I mean, otherwise it's a pretty good job, pretty easy. making a good amount. So, yeah, that was my week. How's your week been, Mike?
It's been very long. This week, for some reason, has felt super fucking long. Like, on Wednesday, I kind of felt like it was Friday. Yeah, that kind of length. I'm not exactly sure what it is. I think it's just getting back into the routine of having to drive to school and staying there all day, and then needing to get shit done over there. But, I mean, it's been fine, I guess. The classes themselves aren't really that bad. I was telling Colin earlier, well, I'm in another music history class, but this one is covering from 1750 onwards. So not only is the content a little bit easier because it's more familiar, like last semester, the only familiar names to me would have been Bach, which was like the last person we learned about, and Monteverde, which I kind of know some things about. And those are the only ones. And then, like, immediately with this new class starting, 1750, we pick up with Haydn, Mozart, and Beethoven. So it's like, it's stuff that is familiar and, like, easier to learn. And not only that, but, like, holy fuck, the class is, like, so much easier. Like, I was telling Colin, the class beforehand, the pre-1750, was cutthroat. Like, it was, I mean, I explained on the podcast, it was very cutthroat, very, just exam scores pretty much, and the exams are the hardest things probably you'll ever take. And no sympathy, no, extra credit, nothing like that, no rounding up or anything. And then I get into this class, and it's, we have some quizzes. We get to see our quizzes. We didn't get to do that last semester. We get to see our quizzes, get them back. Not only that, but she's going to give us 6 extra points on every single quiz just because the content is hard. And which I am not complaining about, by the way. I'm just saying the difference between the last class and this one is fucking astronomical. And that quiz that I thought, like, I didn't tell it here because I took the quiz this week. Right. But, like, I went into the quiz and I was like, I probably should have studied for this a little bit more. Ended up coming out with an 82. So, like, once I actually do study, I'm going to be fine. And the lowest quiz is also dropped. Another thing unheard of in there. Yeah. So I have not really many worries about that class anymore. It's just I have long days now. Like, there was long days last semester, but usually my last semester, my earliest day and the day I was there the longest weren't like the same day. Like, I was there longer on Tuesdays and Thursdays because of band, and then my earliest days were Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. But now this semester, that day is combined. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now I get there at 9:00 a.m. and then I'm leaving around 6 p.m. after band. So it's long. But I don't know. I'll adjust. Wednesday wasn't great. A lot of things going wrong, and it was fucking cold.
Yeah, it was freezing.
Yeah, this week has been the week of just the worst winter weather. It's brittle cold, and today the most slippery snow.
Yeah, it was snowing today.
Yeah, very light snow.
Yeah. Me and Mike went to the record store, and on our way, I kind of just ate shit a little bit. Yeah, but
it's what it is.
They decided not to salt or anything, so
I was spending all day walking around campus trying not to eat shit. And I think I was walking on, like, my leg a little weird, like, probably, like, adjusting it so I wasn't going heel first and, like, sliding and shit like that.
Just flat-footing it.
Yeah, and, like, it was kind of, like, towards, like, when I got home, I was like, my leg kind of feels a little weird. Just because I was walking on it strangely, trying not to die.
Yeah. It's a dangerous world out here.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, your story's boring.
But yeah, I mean, just other than bad weather and Wednesday being weird as fuck, it's been fine, pretty much. Just getting used to it and trying to accept that I need to do stuff in my free time. That's another thing. Yeah, especially if I want to get parts of this album done. Yeah.
But speaking of that, though, you had something to look out for in a few weeks.
Yes, yeah. I do have a song that's planning to I'm great at announcing stuff. Song that is planning to be released as a single in the next few weeks.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. I'll probably do it after that really busy week of mine, just because I don't know. Don't feel like being advertising during that week. But after that, yeah. So yeah, you all can look out for that.
It's a great one.
Be the first little taste. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the week for you.
Pretty much. Colin and I see each other a lot this semester.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, we see each other every day.
I may have to try and refrain myself from saying some things so we can talk on the pod.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of the record store, though. Yeah. We went in there and we were looking through their new stuff, and I'll talk about this album more once we get into our little monthly roundup here.
Mm-hmm.
But I got Daft Punk, Random Access Memory.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last album I listened to this month, and I ended up really loving it. So after I saw it on CD, I was like, yoink.
Yeah.
And it was only $9. So.
Yeah.
And it is not at all what I thought the CD would look like.
Me neither. I kind of like that though.
It's like red and yellow, and yeah, but really good album. Highly recommend it. I'll talk about it a little bit more. I only listened to this because I watched the Mike the Snare Deep Discog dive on them, and I ended up really loving it.
Yeah, I think we briefly mentioned that last week. Right?
No, because it hadn't come out yet.
It did.
Or it did, but we hadn't watched it yet.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember.
And then I got the Front Bottoms Back on Top on vinyl. Listened to this album when I was a freshman in high school, and I've loved it ever since.
Oh, damn.
It's a really good indie rock little ditty here, fueled by ramen. So gotta love it. But yeah, I've had Front Bottoms song for Song of the Week. It's at one point here. It was off of Talent of a Hawk, though, I think. So this is
yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah, but this is their. No, it's been a while since they released this one. This came out in 2015. So yeah,
nice.
Love this album. Great, definitely check that out if you're into like that indie rock sound, because good stuff. But yeah, those are my pickups for the week.
Yeah.
Mike had to stop himself.
Yeah, I'm a little low on funds at the moment. Well, I shouldn't say low on funds, but like I shouldn't be spending.
Right.
Because I'm not working. So yeah. My instructions to Colin were no excuses.
Yeah,
nothing.
I had to punch him in the face and drag him out of the store.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Then I slipped again.
I just saw. Yeah. I just saw 100 gex, and you're like, no. No. Although I probably would like that on CD at some point. But yeah. Good picks. There was a lot of actually good picks that they had in the store today.
Yeah, there were a lot of new stuff.
A lot of stuff that I hadn't seen there before. They had a trench in there as well. I was like, I know that.
That's a good one.
Yeah, very good one. I like that one.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, once or twice.
Not a band that I follow.
Nah, definitely not. I don't know the entire lore.
And then some.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to show those off.
Yeah, for sure.
But we got some release news this
week. New music stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this happened first, so even though it's, I don't know, I'll just mention it first. Is that cool? Okay.
Yeah.
So Half Alive. I wrote this down at first in the beginning of the week because on Instagram they did like this little tease of like a little like ambient song that it sounded like at the time. Like there was like a little electronic line and then like some guitar. And Josh's vocals that he was doing over it sounded really great. And then also, most notably to me, it was in 7/8. And I'm like, yo, that's fucking cool. And like the groove they have in there is awesome. And then, you better hope that I didn't pick up. But,
nerd.
Now you clip them all.
Sorry, Mike's a nerd. Just gotta get it out there.
Okay. Anyways, and then later throughout the week, or at least yesterday, they announced the song, I guess. It's called "Move Me," and it's coming out at some point in the next couple weeks because they announced the album rather than the song.
But also the album.
Yeah, so Colin and I are very interested about what this process is going to be.
Because, they're doing it in two halves. Give Me Your Shoulders Part 1 and 2, and the first half comes out on February 11th, which is in 2 weeks, which is nuts.
It has 7 songs.
Yeah,
and they haven't released a track list.
So
of like the 4 songs they have released, and the 5th one they're teasing.
Yeah.
It's like
when that does come out, that's when we're gonna be recording our next artist analysis.
Yeah.
So if it's 7 songs that we haven't heard before, or mostly we haven't heard before, we're gonna do a half and half episode of that, and then the deep disco dive, the artist analysis.
I didn't take this serious from that. What do you mean?
But if it's just like, mostly the singles that we've heard before and just a couple new songs, we'll probably talk about it for a little while.
Yeah, just touch on it, and then
but then we'll move on.
We usually start off our artist analysis with a little chat beforehand anyway, so
yeah,
a little update.
So yeah, should be. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Interested at what they're doing with it, but
yeah, it's a little peculiar.
Yeah.
But I mean, I should also say that, I mean, if you couldn't tell from my excitement just at 7-8, the sound palette of this one and the vocals on it, I'm really digging.
Mm-hmm.
And if you guys remember Half Alive, a lot of their most recent singles I've just kind of been lukewarm on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't dislike most of them. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of what the fuck is that
Make
one?
of It.
Yeah, Make of It I'm not really a big fan of, but the other ones I'm just like, it's good, but it's not giving me like the same vibes that I was getting on Now Not Yet.
Yeah,
displayed on my wall.
Hell yeah.
But this one is. I'm really liking the cool direction just of the sound of it, and also his vocals on it are so nice over it, and it's really catchy as well. Like even just, it's kind of reminded me of when Billy was teasing the song "Happier Than Ever." Even though it's a little snippet, it's just stuck in my head.
Yeah.
Like I can hear that piano.
Yeah.
Like it's so good.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah, this one's shaping up to be my favorite single so far.
But then they also haven't said when that song's coming out.
Why should not even be on this album?
It's
on part 2. They're trying to make it like a Tarantino movie.
Yeah, I guess so.
Just completely out of order. But
yeah, there's that.
There's that.
We'll see that in a couple weeks. But a month after that, we have a Rex Orange County album coming out.
Yeah.
Called Who Cares? Yeah. And we have. I do too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's also going on tour, which I hope to go to. I signed up for a little pre-sale thing.
Oh, okay.
So.
Nice.
But the new single dropped. It's called "Keep It Up."
Yeah.
It's I like it quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I told Mike it reminded me of Never Enough earlier this week, which I don't know why I said that because I didn't mean that.
I've been thinking about that ever since you said that, to be honest. I'm like,
I don't
interesting. Know. I think it's just because I don't remember if it's in the chorus or like the pre-chorus or something, but he says like it's now enough or something like that. It's finally enough.
I don't know if it was because of that or just I don't know.
But it's just like
it reminds me. It's very Pony reminiscent.
Yeah,
but it's like the good parts of Pony.
That's how I would describe it too. Yeah.
I enjoy it quite a bit. The music video's fun.
I've yet to watch it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I watched the premiere for it. So.
Oh. Sorry.
But yeah, it's a nice upbeat song, and it's I quite enjoy it.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good. I'll be honest, it's not quite like as exciting as I would hope for a first single, me personally, but it's not bad. Definitely not at all. And like when I was listening to it earlier today, like I was paying more attention to the bass, and I'm like, okay, this is actually kind of carrying this track. Once I paid attention to that, I was like, I'm getting it a little now.
Right.
But
yeah,
it's definitely good though. I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I just like the upbeat nature to it.
Yeah.
Rex is always good for that. I was hoping for a kind of down to earth breakup album after.
It's possible it might still happen.
It's true, it might.
Oh, also Tyler the Creator is on this album, which is very interesting. I'm excited to hear that because I don't know, every time they've done any sort of collaboration, it's one of my favorite things from them.
Tyler's paying his dues to Rex after having Rex on his, breakout kind of.
Yeah, Flower Boy. He was on there technically 3 times because he's on Forward, Boredom, and then he's on some background stuff for Garden Shed. And I think he might even do the guitar on Garden Shed. I'm not positive on that, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That comes out March 11th.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do an episode on that.
Oh, for sure. I'm very excited for that one.
Yeah, who cares? Very cool album cover. It's got Dalmatians on it. Dalmatians.
Rex just sitting down.
Yeah. And kind of looks like he's flipping them off, but he's just going like...
Yeah. No, it's a cool album cover. I definitely... That might be my favorite album cover of his. His album covers are a little strange.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's got like the motion blur from Apricot Princess, but it's got more going on with it.
Yeah, it has more character to it than just like... I mean, I guess Apricot and like Because You'll Never Be Free have character to it.
Yeah, but then Pony's just him going...
In a white background.
Shirt.
It's just like, what am I supposed to think of this?
And he's got a new little like logo guy who is Pony. Pony was the logo person for Pony, but this one is like a thumb.
Oh yeah,
with a face on it and like little legs, and it's cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, he'll be going on tour. He's coming into Chicago in March, or June. I don't know why I said fucking March.
That's when the album comes out. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's probably why you said it.
But yeah, I hope to see him. Hope the album's good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see that when it comes out. Another release for me was Shinedown released a new single and announced their next album.
Mm-hmm.
The single's called Planet Zero. It's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Kind of got me into like a hard rock kind of mood the other day. Kind of been on that road since that came out on Wednesday. I think the album is of the same name, and it's got 20 songs on it. So I'm a little nervous.
Donda much? Oh.
Oh yeah, that's another thing.
I didn't write that down.
No, you didn't. I did.
Yeah.
But it's okay. No, yeah. I'm excited for that album. That comes out April 26th or something like that, or 28th. I don't know. But I'm going to see them on April 9th. So I'm interested. I'm kind of confused on why they're doing a tour right before the album drops.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll see how that is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the song quite a bit. I'm in between that and another song for Song of the Week this week. Just a little spoiler.
Okay.
So we'll see. But yeah, excited for that one. I'll talk about it when it comes out. But yeah, Planet Zero by Shinedown.
Cool.
Yeah.
And then I rudely interrupted you with.
That's okay. Y'all ready for this?
There was y'all ready for this? There was There was news of Kanye releasing an album on Donda 2
on 2/22/22.
Yeah, which is in a month and
on a Tuesday.
And I do not believe him.
I don't know.
Also, it's like executive produced by Future, I think is what it was.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll see when we get there.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out. I don't have faith with something this close to an already somewhat messy record.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say somewhat. It's a pretty messy
Very
record,
messy.
even though it's good. I like it. Very messy.
Mm-hmm.
It can get messy. Playing soccer in my backyard. I think I see messy. Sorry. But yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see with that.
Yeah, Donda 2. I don't know why. Fuck. I mean,
you said it best. It's probably going to be Pete Davidson diss track.
That's true.
With his mom's name attached to it.
Yeah, he did survive that car crash to beat Pete Davidson's ass. So
yeah. The only reason.
Yeah, the only reason. So yeah, we'll see that in a month. See if that happens. Won't happen, but
yeah.
yeah, I guess we'll come back to that if it ever does. But yeah.
Kanye just likes being mentioned on our show, I think.
He
That's
does,
what it is.
he
Ever since we started, he's just been,
He scours the internet for mentions of himself, and he saw Kanye an episode a while ago, and he's like, that's funny because I didn't really see the album. And then we did an artist analysis, and he's like, that bitch didn't like 808s.
Yeah. No, he actually rigged the wheel for our artist analysis to make sure we
like
had a whole episode dedicated to him. Yeah. So, Kanye, we know you're the number one stan. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to sponsor us.
I would gladly take a little sponsor money from Kanye West. I'll say it. But
I'm gonna say $1 million a minute.
a mil minute. Yeah, and then also I got this. I'm not sure if you knew about this. I was informed of this like a minute before you came over, like quite literally. Apparently, Mother released an album.
What?
I like yesterday or something. I think actually I didn't even have time to check. My friend Vanessa just like sent me a song from it, and I was like, oh, that sounds pretty good. And I was like, wait, isn't this a band that Colin showed me?
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a deluxe version of us.
Has this album already come out?
I don't know. Like I guess it did last
I guess
year.
it came out last year.
Huh.
Interesting. It's called Inside. I think it got overshadowed by another Inside.
Maybe a little bit.
But okay, maybe it came out last year.
It's got a good amount of listens to it, so
yeah.
I don't know.
The song that she sent me was good. I forgot what it was.
Yeah. I haven't listened to Mother in a while, but I did. Yeah. I mean, when I did listen to him at the beginning of last year, I did enjoy it. So
yeah, I enjoyed it too. That one album you told me to listen to.
Yeah.
I do not remember the name of.
It might be The Sticks or.
The Sticks sounds right. I think.
I don't know. It's either that one or the one with the chicken on the front of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the song Hayloft 2.
Oh, Hayloft is a good song. I've never heard the second one, but the first Hayloft is good.
Has a really good bass line to it.
Right.
But cool. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought I'd mention that to you.
Interesting. I didn't know about that at all.
Yeah.
But that's cool. Might have to check that out. We'll see. All right. So we have a little thing planned here that I had an idea for because of my whole project I'm doing. Well, not project, but like, a listening.
I expect a visual project by the end of the year. Visual tier list.
Just be a slideshow.
Yeah, that could actually be kind of funny.
It'll look like an in memoriam.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, kind of is. But like a good one. Like for a good thing. All right, so yeah, we're going to do like a little monthly recap roundup thing for albums we listened to this month.
Yeah.
Mike definitely hasn't listened to as many as I have.
Yeah.
But he's been busy, so it's I can't blame him. I listened to, let me count up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, I think. No, 8.
8.
Just 8.
And I have 3, and 2 of them are on your list. I was only tracking new albums I listened to. Is that what you were doing as well? Or?
Like ones you haven't listened to?
Yeah, like new to
too.
me. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Because I had listened to some albums again, like Splendor and Misery. I revisited when I told you to listen to that. But yeah, I'm a little short on mine. Okay. But how do you want to do this? Should
I'll go first, then.
Okay.
I mean, I can do a couple, then you do one, and then I'll do a couple.
Yeah, we could do that. Just maybe try to avoid the whole, or I don't know. Just do a couple.
If I mention one that's on your list, we'll talk about it together.
Yeah.
The first one I have is An Aeroplane Over the Sea by Neutral Milk Hotel. That was the first one I listened to this month, and I enjoyed it quite a bit. I haven't come back to it since I listened to it, but it reminds me of music I like. It reminds me of the Front Bottoms.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a little bit. It's kind of like that indie sound, and I that drew me to it. After I heard it, like the first song, I was like, okay, yeah, this is kind of like what I like listening to, and then it kept going on. I was like, okay, yeah. The album art's like super iconic for that album. It's that just
The drum head.
Yeah, I don't know how to
Looks like
describe
they're
it.
hailing Hitler somewhat.
Kind of. I haven't come back to it as much, but I still enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind looking into more Neutral Milk Hotel, but I gave it like a 7. Okay. I rated them. I don't know if you did.
I did not, but
that's cool. And then like my favorite song off there was probably like "Oh Comely," which is like a 8-minute song towards the end of the album. Pretty good. So yeah, that was the first one I listened to.
Yeah, that's one I've been meaning to listen to for a long time.
Yeah,
I still need to do at some point when I'm in the mood for that kind of indie rock sound. But yeah,
it's good stuff. I recommend it. I'll recommend most of these. There's one on here that I would never recommend.
Oh yes, I think I know which one that one is.
My second one was Twin Fantasy.
Yeah,
which I imagine is one of yours.
That is one of mine. Is that the first? Nope. I'll just show mine. Mine are pretty.
Fucking love this album. I fell in love with it after hearing Sober to Death, and I've come back to it like a lot. So, it's just, I'd seen the album art a lot, and I was like interested in like what it was, and I'm glad I jumped into it finally, because like I've talked about it a lot on here already, but like this album's like really, really good, and I love the feeling of it. Gives me good vibes for the most part. And yeah, it's, let me see here, what did I write down? I said it's definitely my favorite of the albums I listened to this month. It's like really, really good.
Yeah. So
damn good. I gave it a 9, and
no, I mean, you introduced me to this one live on podcast. I wish there was a reaction to me hearing that Sober to Death like outro, because that shit was so fucking cool. Probably my favorite moment I've had with music this month, honestly. Like, it's just taken complete by surprise. Like, whoa, that's so cool. And that intrigued me to listen to it. And then like I think like a week later, I was able to get around to it. And yeah, it's one that's been in my rotation a lot recently too. Like it is a little long, but like it's definitely not too long. Like it doesn't overstay its welcome or anything. And I like how it, a lot of its story elements from the beginning tie into the end as well, like just in different contexts. And I don't know, it's a really cool experience, to say the least. Yes. And yeah, I've been really enjoying that one too. It's kind of gets better with every listen. It's one of those ones, and I'm like, whew. Yeah, I would probably give that one like a 9 as well. It's probably maybe not strong 9, but like decent 9.
Yeah, me too. It's like there are a couple, like Mike said, it's pretty long.
Yeah, there
are a couple songs that go over 10 minutes.
Yeah,
and even if those are long songs, they don't feel.
Yeah,
it's just they're perfect.
Yeah,
love that album. Very, very good.
Yeah, I love it a lot too.
My favorite song off there is Sober to Death.
I probably mine as well. Bodies is also really good. The second song has been growing on me like a lot as well.
I do like the little like Stop Smoking song before Sober to Death. I don't know. Yeah, it's like a nice little short, sweet kind of thing. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of another one of yours.
Okay,
right
that's cool. The only other one we share.
The next one I have is Dawn FM, The Weeknd. I wasn't expecting to really get into this album, but after I did, I really enjoyed it. I really ended up enjoying it. I hadn't and still haven't listened to After Hours, so I wasn't expecting a ton. Like I liked the stuff I heard off of After Hours, like the big stuff, but this one, Dawn FM, like caught me right away, and I really enjoy it still. His voice is great. I really love the instrumentals. Like, it's just a really nice sounding pop, 80s inspired album. I really like it. His front half is definitely better than the second half in my opinion. But there's the second half does have a couple shiners on it, like the Tyler song, and I think the second to last song is really good. Pretty sure.
Less than Zero.
I think so. I think
I've heard some good things about.
It's a good one. But yeah, I really enjoy this album. I also give this one a 7. Hasn't really grown on me, but hasn't shrunk either. So
yeah. This one's also in my list because I listened to it as well. Yeah, I mean, I was a really big fan of After Hours, and this one takes some differences, which it probably should. I mean, shouldn't just retrace the steps.
Right.
But I definitely agree with that the first half is better than the second half. And honestly, because of that, I do find it, me personally, I find it kind of hard to listen to the whole thing. Like, I kind of get disinterested around after the Tyler track, which is around halfway. It is a halfway, actually. Around there, I just kind of, I don't know. I have not really had motivation to come back to the album all too much. But it is good. Like, the production on it's really good. Abel's voice is really good. Like, I enjoy listening to it. It's just, I don't know. I just don't really have the motivation to come back, and that's kind of what I see in a lot of albums that I like a lot. Like, when I rank them at the end of the year. And I like a lot of the stuff on the beginning of this. Like, How Do I Make You Love Me is one of the one that's a standout one for me.
Oh, yeah.
Take My Breath, that 5-minute version is really good.
Yeah.
Out of Time, I'm also a big fan of Sacrifice. But I don't know. There's just nothing in the second half that kind of brings me back. I need to listen to Less Than Zero a couple more times because I have heard a lot of people liking that one.
It is pretty evident that it kind of falls off with the listens.
The stream, yeah. I mean, I think a lot of albums do that in general. Yeah. But still, yeah.
Yeah, but, good album. Like I said, I wasn't expecting to love it, and I don't love it, but I still enjoy it quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I would probably give it like a 7 as well.
Yeah, my favorite songs are probably Gasoline and Take My Breath. But, that Tyler song's real good. Yeah, good one. The next one we've already talked about. Oh, all 3 of those albums that I had before were all in the span of 3 days. So I listened to all those back to back to back. So next one we already talked about in our last artist analysis, but The Living Room by AJR. My favorite band. What More Can I Say? Has some of the worst music I've ever heard. Also has some of the best AJR songs, which is saying a lot.
I know, yeah.
Don't listen to this album unless you're a diehard AJR fan like me.
Yes.
Don't clip that. And
it's gonna come back to haunt you someday.
And it's still at a 3. So yeah, that one sucks.
Yeah.
I was kind of forced into that against my will. Had a gun to my head the whole time. Yeah. But all right.
Someone had to motivate him to do it.
Yeah. And then the next one I did was Plans by Death Cab for Cutie. I enjoyed it, but I haven't come back to it. I definitely have to listen to Narrow Stairs because this album was good, but it didn't really catch me in the way that most of the other albums here did. There's definitely some good stuff, and I can definitely see where Tyler from 21 Pilots has gotten some inspiration from, but just didn't catch me as much. It's good. I don't have a ton to say about this. I don't really have a favorite song off here because I haven't come back to it, but I probably give it a 6. I definitely need to listen to Narrow Stairs, but yeah, that one was good, but again, did not capture me as much. I'll do another one, and you do your last one.
Sure.
And I have Splendor and Misery.
Yes.
We talked about this last week.
From Clipping. Yes, I believe that was last week.
Yeah. Clipping. Super good. Soundscapes are super interesting and cool. Like I said, we already talked about it, but David's lyricism and speed is just fucking phenomenal. And nuts. I've never heard anybody be that intelligible and rap that fast before. It's
actually fucking crazy. Especially, hold on, what's the track? Sorry to interrupt you.
You're good.
Yeah, The Breach. It's the second track on here, but every track kind of fades into each other. It's an experience.
It is.
The Breach is just this 56-second track, but so much exposition is just like words spit at you so quickly, but you can understand it, all of it. He is so like articulate with everything he is saying, and like even despite the speed of it, like you know exactly what's happening. Like,
it's not even a fucking minute long.
Yeah, but like, hold on, I know I've looked at this before. I know the viewers won't really be able to see this, but if you just look up the Breach lyrics, clipping. Look at that. Yeah. Look at all those lyrics that are in 56 seconds.
It's nuts. Yeah, he's fucking crazy.
And you can understand all of it, like when listening. Yeah.
He's super fucking talented, and they deserve a lot more recognition for what they're doing in the rap community. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like this album a lot. Definitely maybe want to listen to more of Clipping's material. So yeah, I give it an 8.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I like that one a lot.
Yeah. Well, whenever we get around to doing a Clipping artist analysis, I'll talk more about that one. But that might be my favorite one from them. I think. I definitely put it on the most since it's the least of their ear piercing ones. And I don't know, it's a cool experience. Definitely would recommend that one. Splendor and Misery Clipping.
All right, what you got?
Yeah, and then this happened really early this month. Honestly, it may have been very late in December, but
Counts.
I don't quite remember. I listened to Loveless by My Bloody Valentine, which is like the pinnacle shoegaze album is what the genre is called. And I talked about it briefly, but when I found it in like, it was like a remix of a Radiohead song, but in this style, and I was like, whoa. And the style is like, it's like really trippy, really ambient, but like also noisy. It's a really unique blend of stuff where like the vocals are so far back, the guitars are so noisy, and sometimes there are drums, sometimes there aren't. I don't know how to describe it. I guess that's just the best way I can, is by doing that. And like, honestly, I don't really remember what a lot of these songs sound like right now, but they are so nice on my ears when I do listen to it. Like, it like instantly kind of puts me in like a trance, which has never really quite happened with music before. To me, like this soundscape is really, really addictive. And I do need to listen to it more, I guess, just so I can, distinguish between them. But like, this one is known as like, one of the best albums of the 90s, and like I can definitely see why it doesn't sound like anything else that I can think of that came out in early 90s for sure. I mean, I really like the track Only Shallow is a really good opener here. I think When You Sleep is another one I like quite a bit, but it's all just really, really nice on the ears to me. Just a vibe album, honestly. I would probably literally give it like a 9 just by how it makes me feel.
Some high praise for you.
Yeah, like, I mean, I saw a YouTube comment, I think it was a YouTube comment, that said it best. It's like, this album is better, like, felt than it is, like, examining. Like, and that's kind of what it is. I don't know. I really like it. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll check that one out. It sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
So, yeah, sounds like you like it a lot.
I do. Yeah. Cool. It's a really good one.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'll check that one out. All right. My second to last one, I have Making a Door Less Open by Carsey Edwards. Again, I talked about this one last week, but I enjoyed this one a lot. It's just not as much as Twin Fantasy. It's got some different stuff to it. There's some like electronic influences, and it was pretty different from Twin Fantasy, but there's a lot of stuff they do right here still, and a couple standout songs. I think my favorite one was, hang on, let me look at it. It's on my monthly playlist.
Okay.
Let's see. It's
we'll have checking Spotify this episode. On both our ends.
Yeah. It's called There Must Be More Than Blood. It's a pretty good song. Enjoy that one quite a bit. It's not as good as Sober to Death, but it's still very good. I still have to listen to it more because I've only listened to it all the way through like once or twice. But I really enjoyed this one, and I gave it a 7.5.
Nice.
So yeah, good one. And the last one I listened to, which I mentioned earlier, was Random Access Memory by Daft Punk. Really, really didn't expect to like this one, at least as much as I did. But boy, was I wrong. Because like it is very, very good. The mix of electronic and real instruments is like super, super good.
Mm-hmm.
Like it, I was expecting it to. I was expecting to turn it on and get hit in the face with electronic like talk box and just synthesizers. But it was like it starts off with a guitar solo and drums, and it's like, damn, what the fuck? and then it goes into like a talk boxy kind of singing song.
Yeah.
But like it's like that throughout the whole album, and it's like it's really, really good, and I super enjoy it. Talkbox singing is unique, and like I didn't expect to like that, but it's actually quite good.
Mm-hmm.
It's very Daft Punk, and I liked that a lot as well. Sorry, having trouble turning pages. Lots and lots of bangers here. There's the Get Lucky with Pharrell. There's also another song with Pharrell on here called Keep the Dance Alive or something like that. And they also have a song with Julian Casablancas from The Strokes called Instant Crush, which is probably my favorite song on the album. Very, very good. There are a couple songs that I don't like as much as others, but for the most part, it's like really good. It's 13 songs, it's an hour long. Maybe it's like a little over an hour long, but it's very good. And it's the second favorite thing I listened to this month. It's
nice.
Which I really wasn't expecting. So yeah, I gave that one a 9 as well.
Nice.
Those are my albums for the month. Looking forward to do this for the rest of the month, the rest of the year. But
for the rest of the month. Yeah.
But yeah, definitely go listen to Twin Fantasy and Random Access Memories. You need to listen to that one. I think you'll really.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I do need that'll probably be the next one I try to listen to.
Cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, just wanted to do that little segment. Thought that'd be fun.
Sure. We'll come up with a name for it at some point.
Yeah. But yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed getting to know different types of music throughout the month. I really was all over the fucking place. So yeah, that's what I want. That's what I want to get out of this. Like doing this year is just like expanding my horizons more. Because for sure. As we saw with our raps, we thought we were more diverse than we were.
Yeah.
But we really weren't, apparently.
You may run into what I did last year, because I thought I was really diverse with a lot of my stuff. But because I only listened to a lot of that stuff like once or twice, it just ended up not being all that diverse.
Yeah. I hope not. But
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yours might be more interesting than mine, though, because for me, it's a lot to listen to that many albums. But I commend you for it.
Thank you.
Is that the right word? Commend? Is that a good thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of condemn. Yeah. No.
I condemn you for it.
Yeah, I condemn you for that.
To hell with you.
But yeah, no, I mean, I will participate in this with what I listen to, but
you're a busy man.
And you're giving me recommendations, but usually it's the other way around. So I'm cool with that. I'm really cool with that.
We're becoming one.
Oh, we are becoming one entity.
We're connected at the hip at this point.
Yeah. First, it's like when you raise a son, like you show him everything, and then he grows up and shows you everything. I don't know.
What?
Isn't that like? I don't fuck. Whatever. Like when they start teaching you things.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
okay.
What I, yeah.
Yeah. Just.
I don't know.
Dad.
No problem, son. But yeah, I mean, like, I'm really grateful you showed me that Car Seat Headrest album, because that's been a really good one that I've been liking a lot. And then, next month I'm excited for the Half Alive. Also, the Black Country New Road. I'm really excited for that. Is that next week?
Yeah, next Friday.
Fuck, yeah, that's next Friday. I'm very much looking forward to that. I will let you guys know what I think about that next Friday. Yeah. I think there's probably something else I'm forgetting.
Maybe Kanye.
Well, we'll see.
And look out, Mike's first single will come out next month, probably.
Yeah, I hope. Yeah. I definitely want at least the single out. I really want to.
We need something.
I know.
I need something to have on repeat.
Yeah.
So
you already have the fucking song.
Yeah, but I want it like.
Yeah, I get you.
Just like you send it over Discord, and then like I have to download it to an app that's already pre-installed on iPhones, and then I can't close my phone to listen to it. It has to be open. It's just a hassle.
I just have to give it to you in the worst way. So that way you listen to it properly.
Sure.
I'll give it to you with the worst audio. It'll sound like the original Twin Fantasy.
Is this a stylistic choice?
No.
No,
But yes, that'll be another thing hopefully out. Maybe another Rex single out as well.
Yeah, probably.
We'll see. I'm excited for music. Beginning of this year, I don't know what's happening in the second half, but there's a lot of good... Yeah, Kenny, come on.
Kung Fu Kenny,
come on.
Give us something.
We need
Fuck's
you.
sake.
We need you.
Damn.
And yeah, at least we're finally getting Rex and Have Alive because we thought they were coming out last year.
That is true.
But it's nice having them both confirmed now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how those go.
For sure.
How we doing time-wise, Mikey?
Don't call me that.
Okay.
Only Vince can call me that.
Rude.
51 is where we are at right now.
You want to hop on Song of the Week, or do you want to talk a little bit more? Because there's something I can mention, but like...
Yeah, if you have something to mention, I think we can... Right. Yeah.
Have you heard that whole thing with Neil Young and Joe Rogan on Spotify?
No. Who's Neil Young again? Isn't he?
He's an old, like, rocker, I think.
Yeah. What do you know what group he was from?
I think he was just his own thing.
Was he? I recognize the name. Neil Young, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he is just his own thing. Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Those are some old mutton chops that man has.
Yeah, I think he's his own thing. Or Buffalo Springfield, I guess.
I recognize his name more than...
Oh, yeah. Buffalo Springfield is, like, the biggest thing, I think. Nash and Young I've heard of, too, but...
Okay.
Yeah. Some old rocker. He's 76 years old.
Yeah.
I don't know much about him either, but, like, he was like, hey, Spotify, do something about the misinformation that Jim Rogan is spreading about COVID vaccines, or I want my music off the platform. And Spotify went, okay, and they took his music off the platform.
Damn.
So yeah, I guess Spotify cares more about money from Joe Rogan than they do about COVID, restrictions and misinformation. So not cool, Spotify. You've done a lot of not cool things in the past. I'll still listen on your service because it's the most convenient one.
Yeah.
But get your priorities straight. I guess, Neil Young is like a classic, he's a classic singer that a lot of people love, and to pick Joe Rogan over him is a little silly to me.
Yeah. I also feel like, I feel like that's a weird place for Neil Young to be taking.
Right, yeah.
Like, I mean, I agree with it, but also just like, why Joe Rogan or my entire discography? Like it feels like a weird place for him to be coming from.
I don't know. He's just tired of Joe Rogan's a cunt. Mm-hmm. So he's so full of misinformation. He gets experts on his show to talk about this stuff, and he's like, no, I don't think that's right. It's like, how fucking stupid do you have to be? Very apparently, but like I don't know, man.
He feels better to me than like a fucking oh my god, why can't I think of his name?
Tucker Carlson.
No.
Ben Shapiro.
Well, yes. Yes to both of those, I should say. No, the fucking who's the angry Alex Jones?
Oh yeah. They're like on the same level, I feel. But
really, I feel like
Jones
Joe Rogan's a little more tolerable.
Yeah.
Like Alex Jones, he feels very, I don't know.
I don't know anybody that actually likes Joe Rogan's podcast.
I can name you a couple.
I think I know who you're talking about. But it's just he's intolerable, and I would hope that more people would take that stance. But also, I understand that Spotify is like a big place for people to have their music listened to, so they don't want to like stand against it, I guess. Yeah. But I don't know. I don't think Neil Young has anything to lose at this point. He's extremely successful and everything. But I agree with his stance and everything. But fuck Joe Rogan and Spotify. Not cool, dude. But I just saw that and I was like, that's interesting. A little bit of music news.
Yeah. Really. I don't know. That's a weird situation.
Right, yeah. But yeah, get vaccinated if you haven't.
Yes.
And boosted.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Yeah, it was. I didn't hear about that. And then there was whatever was going on with the person who created Gorillaz and Taylor Swift as well. And saying like she doesn't make her own music. Yeah, I watched the Fantano video on it only.
I only read about it. Or like that headline. I didn't really look into it, but like
it was just like in an interview, he just like kind of brought it up, like not really, like he was sort of asked about it, but he wasn't asked directly about Taylor Swift. And then just like randomly later in the interview, he also brings it up again, just like saying that she doesn't write her own music. He's like, I don't know, he tried to like backtrack on it later too. I don't know, it seemed really weird.
Yeah, that's strange.
And Fantano even said, he's like, I've interviewed the guy, and from what I've seen from other people too, this seems really out of character for him. But,
that's strange.
Yeah, I don't know.
Fantano also put out a funny tweet about it. He's like, if Taylor Swift doesn't write our own music, who the hell made a 10-minute version of All Too Well?
Yeah.
But yeah, that was also fucking weird.
Yeah.
Very strange. But
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure she writes her own music.
Oh, that's what a lot of people in the comments were saying too. It's like, if you're gonna make this take, why go after like pretty much the biggest artist who it's pretty sure she does like her own. And she does at least most of her stuff. Like, it's like pretty apparent.
It's very from her own, brain and heart. So it's not like she's like, some of it's pretty generic, but it's not like all bullshit. It's from experience. So I don't get that. But
me neither.
The Gorillaz, I guess.
Good, but
a little bit of silly controversies there, but yeah, there was that. But song of the week.
Yeah, I guess so. It's me first this week. You cool if I go with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I didn't really get a chance to listen to too much stuff this week. So I'm just gonna go with the Rex Orange County Keep It Up.
Music major. Can't even listen to music.
I have to listen to classical music these days. It's better than Renaissance music. But Rex Orange County Keep It Up. Pretty good track. Listen to it.
Yeah.
Right now.
Do it.
Here's a snippet.
Say, keep it up and go on. You're only holding out for what you want.
Rex Orange County, Keep It Up.
Yeah. Song about erectile dysfunction. No.
An ad for Viagra.
Yeah. Can you imagine that playing in the background? Just that peppy little music. No,
Keep
but
it up. If you experience,
go on.
if your erection stays around for more than 4 hours, consult a doctor. Keep it up.
Oh man, we can see right through you, Alex. We know this is where you're going. But yeah, no, like I said, I think the track's really good. Yeah. It's a nice little bop. I like the little bouncy piano or piano or keyboard or whatever it is that's in there. It's really cute and it's fun.
Yeah, it's nice and upbeat. I like it a lot. There are moments there's like one moment in there that reminds me of like early album or like first album kind of stuff. And then it goes into like the orchestral stuff from Pony, which is always cool. Yeah, I'm excited to hear the rest of that album. So it's got it's like normal Rex Orange County length. It's got Rex Orange County length. It's got like 11 songs on it.
Yeah.
So.
I'm still excited for it.
Yeah.
He's usually delivered really good stuff, and I don't know. I'm hoping I like this one more than Pony. I have a feeling I will, just because it seems like he's gone through some stuff.
Right. Yeah. I definitely like Pony more than you do.
Yeah.
But, I definitely understand it not being like your favorite.
I don't hate Pony. I'm just very mid on it. Some tracks on there are really good. Pluto Projector, fantastic.
I really like Never Had the Balls.
Yeah, that's one of the ones I'm a little.
What?
Yeah, it might be. I'm sorry. But
Always
like, Always is pretty good. 10 out of 10 is one that it's different for him, but I actually kind of like quite a bit. I don't remember if I mentioned this on the pod. I know I mentioned it to you once because you were confused. I have songs that just randomly get stuck in my head like all the time, and that's one of them for whatever reason. Like,
yeah, that is a strange
just
one.
that any time I haven't listened to that song probably in like months, like deliberately, but every now and then I'll just be. To think about my oldest friends. I don't know.
It's such a weird one to get stuck in your head out of nowhere.
It really is, but it happens. But,
it's a good song. I don't.
Yeah,
blame,
but yeah, I'm excited for whatever he has for the rest of this album.
Mm-hmm. March 11th.
Yes, sir.
Especially excited for that Tyler song.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that should be really good.
Yeah. All right. So I was gonna go with a Daft Punk song, but I kind of want to give you something that's not really up your alley. And I'm gonna go with the. I'm gonna go with the new Shinedown song, Planet Zero.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Cool. Sounds good.
Planet Zero, Shinedown.
On your knees or you'll be replaced.
Yeah, Planet Zero by Shinedown.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty good. You're definitely right. It's something I'm not as familiar with.
Right.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I think I like the verses a little bit more than I like the chorus.
Okay.
I don't know, that kind of like rock, but like I don't know, like where it has like a I don't know if pop chorus is the right way to put it, but like do you know what I mean? Like it has a pop-ish chorus, but also like it's super heavy at the same time. That kind of like thing is weird in my mind for whatever reason. It's like a weird whiplash.
I get it. I don't like the chorus as much as the verses either. But...
but I do like the heaviness of the verses. Also, I don't know. You may completely disagree with me on this, on this isn't first impression because you've shown me their song Amaryllis, which I liked a lot. But for some reason in this song. I don't know exactly what it was. I think it was the way he was pronouncing words. It reminded me of Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons.
I can kind of see that a little bit.
It's weird. Like he definitely doesn't like quite sound like it, but it's the way he like enunciates things or something. Like I was like,
here on Planet Zero.
But even like during the verses too, like it sounds like when Dan tries doing like those. I want to know where they are. Like that kind of stuff, except it sounds better here.
The singer in Shinedown definitely has more training with like the yelly kind of singing than Dan Reynolds does.
Yeah, so. I don't know. That was just something that I noticed. That was like, that's weird. I don't know if he'll agree with me there.
Oh yeah, I can kind of see it. I can see where you're coming from.
But yeah,
I'm glad you liked it. I enjoy that song. It's not like. For the last album, they released this song called "Devil" for the first.
Was their last one "Attention, Attention"?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and that came out when we were juniors in high school, which is nuts to think about.
Wasn't that part of the Year of Yellow?
Yes, it was.
That would have been when we were seniors.
Well.
Oh, well, it was it earlier. Was it spring of our junior year?
Yeah, go down a little bit.
Yeah. Where is it?
Does it not show it on the...
I don't think it does. I can look it up though.
All right. Yeah, it came out in the Year of Yellow 2018.
Yeah.
Which included Trench and B-Rongs and Bentleys and etc.
Yeah. March of 2018.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was like spring of our junior year.
Yeah, it was the very end of our junior year.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about because that does not feel like that long ago. But
I feel that way whenever I think of Trench. I'm like, oh man.
And the last album was pretty good. One before that was okay, but this is definitely like the hardest they've sounded since like Sound of Madness, which was like 2008, I want to say, maybe 2011. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with 20 fucking tracks.
Yeah.
It's hoping it's good. We'll see, but I'll talk about it when it comes out.
Yeah.
I just wanted to show you that because I knew it wasn't really up your alley.
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, I mentioned, I was about to mention and like cut you off right before your thing, but I mentioned right after we turned the camera off. I mean, I've thrown you for a loop a couple times, so it's
Yeah.
only fair that it goes both ways.
Yeah.
You know, this is my 100 gex, I guess you could say.
I don't know if it's as
I know.
as nuts as
Yeah.
that one, but you know, that or Death Grips.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what was the other one I threw you a loop for? Yeah, mine are more just like weird than they are not in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Or not in your wheelhouse.
But
yeah.
I put this one on my like monthly playlist or my season playlist, or season kind of playlist.
Yeah.
I do like a winter, spring, summer, etc.
Oh, okay.
And you know, I put this one on there, and then it's on there with like "Keep It Up" and and the Daft Punk song that I was gonna choose.
Yeah.
And it's like I go from this one, and then it goes into the Daft Punk song. I'm like, the duality of man.
Yeah. If I remember, I think my 2021 playlist was kind of like that. Where's the date added? Yeah. We got Driver's License, Alu Gobi, Grapes of Wrath, Leave the Door Open, then One Step Closer, 100 Gex, a Linkin Park remix. It was very much out of not what the rest of that stuff is right there. For a while, that's what my 2021 playlist was like.
This month, like I said, I have Keep It Up, Planet Zero, and then there's Daft Punk and Car Seat Headrest and Clipping and The Weeknd.
Oh, you put a Clipping song?
Yeah, I put Wake Up on there.
Oh, nice.
And then I have 3090 from Tick Tick Boom. And Hysterical Lust
Yeah.
from Magdalena Bay. So it's like it's
nice.
It's just really all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
But you know, like I said, I'm diversifying what I listen to. So
Hysterical Lust is a banger.
Oh yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
I might choose that Daft Punk one in the future, but till then, that's one that I've been enjoying this week. So
Cool.
yeah,
Cool. I don't really have much else to say to you guys.
me either. No.
Cool. I think we're good on time. So, I mean,
Cool.
yeah, thanks for joining us today. If you're listening to us on streaming services, thank you. We really appreciate that. And if you want to check out more from us, you can come to the YouTube page where we are under the same name, Broken Boys.
We have merch now.
Yeah, we have a new single coming out soon.
Well, half of us.
Yeah.
I'm just a manager.
Yeah, there you go. He's the marketing. But yeah, if you want to check us out on YouTube, we're under the same name, BOIS for boys, and then Broken right before that.
Capital N.
Yeah. And then in the description, you can find links to our socials. You can find my Album of the Year page as well as my YouTube page. And pretty soon there will be some more links in there for you guys to click on. Then you can also find Colin's Album of the Year page as well as his Instagram review page. And then you can find the Twitter page where we have any updates on our stuff or just a random meme. I think. Oh, and the Song of the Week playlists are in there as well, where you can see our individual ones or our combined playlist that also has any guests that we have on, which we haven't had a guest for a little
We
bit.
haven't in a while, but
It's a little harder when we're away from home.
that's true.
But
Someday soon, maybe. Maybe we'll have Vince
Yeah.
on. We'll see. We might let him out of his cage at some point. But
yeah, at some point. Yeah, after he pulled that shit last week,
Yeah.
he hasn't really. We've just given him food and water. No attention.
barely.
Yeah, just enough.
Yeah.
But yeah. Thank you for joining us today. You have any words to leave our viewers with today?
Mike's a nerd.
Half Alive and 7/8 is really cool.
Mike's a nerd.
See you guys.
If you needed any more proof, there you go.
Yeah, I can count the whole song for you if you want.
No. All right, bye.